Sorry, loading up my chat. Okay, 1 minute. Be right back. Sorry, I've frozen my screen. 1 sec. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm using a funky app. I'm gonna try and disconnect and reconnect. See what happens. Son of a bitch. Trying to figure out OBS. Hang on. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Alright. So as you can see, I've kind of made a... Yo, what's going on, Joker? Showing off my... what I've been working on this week, dude. I hacked my Vita. I'm a Back to the Future fan, so that's what these backgrounds are. These are all the apps and whatnot. It's my games. But let's see. So I'm streaming my Vita gameplay to the computer right now. I don't know what I want to show off. Unfortunately, there's no audio coming from the Vita right now because I've got to have a separate auxiliary cord for that, and I don't have one. Thanks, dude. This is a handheld. I don't know how familiar you are with what the Vita is, but I've got it modded to play. If you go up here to RetroArch, I've got it modded to where it'll play all the old emulators or old systems. Like I've got some Game Boy Advanced, Game Boy Color. Here, let's go over here and look. You can see the controllers up there. Oh, is your tournament today? Anyhow, so these, I can never get MAME games to work. I don't have something right with those. Those are supposed to be arcade games. Here's Game Boy Advanced. I spent probably 5 hours at least yesterday trying to figure out how to get my cover art on these games, and I couldn't figure it out. I spent so much time. I downloaded so many files. My God, it was a mess. I'm trying to find one to click on to show that these are working. Oh, what time is it? Is anybody streaming? Here, I'll just click on a Pokemon game. Who's the #1 seed? What school is it? Here, I'll turn up the Vita. I know that probably sounds terrible, but I just want y'all to hear that the audio does work. I just don't have a cable to link it up. Okay, I'm turning that down now. That was probably terrible. Less than 2 hours. Y'all doing some scrimming? Okay, I'm gonna. Forget the buttons. So there's a button combo you gotta hit to back out of these games. There it is. Look at that, screenshots. You can load and save instantly. So I'm trying to think of a game. I don't know. You know how games back in the day you would have to play and then get to a save point or beat a level and figure out what the code is so you can input that to the next time you play so you start at that level. Well, thanks to emulators and things like that, they've created an ability to do an instant save state. So say you're playing a game in the middle of a boss fight or just in the middle of a level or something, I'm not sure, whatever you want to call it, and for whatever reason you gotta go. You just tap a button, say it saves right where you are. That way when you load back into that ROM, the next time you load in, you hit the load save state and it'll load right back up where you were. It's pretty cool. Why aren't y'all doing scrims, man? Okay. Oops. Let's close this one. let's see. So we also have, that's Super Nintendo, all the Super Nintendo stuff here. But cool one to me. Is this over here? I could do this in a different spot, which would probably make more sense. But this is PS1 games running on a handheld. So give me 1 second. We'll boot one of these up. This was one of my favorite co-op games from my younger years, early 2000s. Joker, I'm sure you will pop off, man. What's the rank of people you're playing there? No PlayStation BIOS. I should add that. It'll make things run a little smoother. I thought I put it in there. Okay. Pretty 1-to-1. Click, it goes. I'm not going to play too long. I just want to hop in here and... Oh yeah, man. You could definitely... Listen, there's really not that big a difference between C1, C2, and Grand Champ. There really isn't. It's just people being consistent, hitting what they're supposed to, trusting their teammates. Oh man, look at this. Is such a PS1 game. So the analog doesn't work for it, but that's okay. Oops, what happened? Oh no, I closed out. Oh well, whatever. Alright, let's go look at some of the hacks. So up here, this program is Vita Shell. This is what I use to transfer files and manage files from my computer / Vita. This is what the homepage looks like. The Vita initially did not come with an ability to use an SD card. It came out in 2011, a micro SD card. So micro SD cards were around at the time. They were pretty expensive, but Sony decided to do a proprietary memory card, which, I mean, they were the only ones manufacturing them. They were the only ones using them. It didn't work in anything other than a Vita, so it was basically set up to fail from the rip. But those Vita memory cards made by Sony were extremely expensive. Alright, cool. Later, Joker. Good luck today, man. Let me know if you stream. Or one of y'all streams. I'd love to watch it. So anyhow, back to where I was. The proprietary memory cards are super expensive, and the max they went to was 64 gigs. And I was watching a video last week. A 64 gig memory card in 2019 was still going for $105, $110. It's probably even more now because the they no longer are supporting the Vita. No, you can't buy anything new anymore. So the way around that, if you'll look at my UXO, you can see this is like the C directory from a computer. So it's the main directory where I have everything, and I rerouted using a program called SD to Vita. Rerouted all the directories to run through this, like all my applications and whatnot are stored here because, as you can see, I've got 238 gigs of available memory. That's because I put in a 256 gig SD card into an adapter that plugged into the game port on the Vita itself. Pretty intuitive. I don't understand how it took like the Homebrew community to develop a way to increase the memory for the Vita reasonable cost and in a way that actually benefits the user. Um, Anyhow, the homebrew community did it. It's fantastic. There's a way to, or there's a plugin to go in and make sure that you set all your file directories and paths correctly. Pretty simple process. I just followed some online uh, guides and videos, and I must have had 50 something. Oh, sorry about that. I must have had about 50 tabs open this week at one point. Just every time you research one thing, it opens up a door to another one. Just like perpetually falling into a black hole. Anyhow, so to make a long story short, I've expanded the memory, and this is where everything is saved basically. Here's my applications. These are all the VPKs, I believe. Some of the VPKs fell into my applications file, like Vita shell. There it is. Um, Here is the green. The green icon is me. I don't know if, here's where I would manage my RetroArch. This is actually where my VPKs are too. Sorry, all of these were VPKs that are now plugins on my Vita. I'll show you those in a minute. RetroArch is the program I was just showing off a second ago that I use to play retro games. You manage your playlist through here. I cannot, like I said earlier, for the life of me, figure out how to get my thumbnails in RetroArch. Here you can see I've got all the files in here that are supposed to be in here. This is how I got the thumbnails, or not thumbnails, but the little icons up top showing, the Nintendo controller, the Game Boy Advance. Now this thumbnails folder is supposed to be where it gets all the thumbnails for the cover art. It should be, each one of these has to be subcategorized, which they are. And there's all the box art. But for whatever reason, I can't get it to apply to my files. I don't know. Let's see, where was I? No, I'm gonna go back to the main menu. Let's show off another app. So that was Vita Shell. Auto plugin. Actually, I guess now is a good time to show off the rest of my background here. I set up a custom boot to where it shows this really cool picture of the DeLorean, and then normally that would be where they display like the PlayStation icon, and then in the normal boot up after that, there's another. It's like a warning page, seizure warning page, and a developer named The Flow created a way for us to edit that text so you can make it say whatever you want on the boot. I can't show it right now, unfortunately, because in order for this program to be able to copy my screen, I have to have the Vita on, and the boot menu, unfortunately, is obviously before the Vita is on. It's as it's loading up. But anyhow, it's a cool picture of the DeLorean, and then the text says roads, where we're going. We don't need roads, and then attributed to Doc Emmett Brown, and then it loads into this screen, which is the first screen. I love this background. Then this next screen, I've got this organized horribly. I'll show you why in a minute, because I've got a really cool skin for searching through my games. But anyhow, this is background number 2, being chased at the parking lot. Here he is traveling. I put RetroArch because it looks like an alien. I put it over here by the barn because, when he gets to the barn in the movie, they think he's an alien. Here he is going back to the future. Love that shot. It's a cool shot. This is the scene from the end of Back to the Future, beginning of Back to the Future 2. This is Back to the Future 2. I put my useless apps on this because Biff is useless. This is actually a really cool screenshot that you can't see too well right now, just because I got all these games here. This one, I don't know, these just got added because I had extra room. I don't know, they're duplicating now. Alright, now I'm going to show off the Hexflow launcher. Wait, no, we'll save that. We'll save that. Back to the applications. Okay, so auto plugin. This is the homebrew community for the PS Vita, the PSP, and I guess just no. I mean, the DS homebrew community is really good, but this Vita and PSP community is insane. What this is essentially an app store. So the Vita can run the PSP natively. I'll show that in a minute. That's a separate program I have. It's called Adrenaline, but you can come here to grab some plugins for that as well. I've not really messed around with it much, but let's go take a look at the Vita plugins. Install plugins, uninstall plugins. This is where I came to configure the software portion of the SD2 Vita. Once I had some of the other files already in place, you come here and click that, and it sets everything up for you. Magnificent. Here I would check for updates. I did this earlier. I'm not going to have any, but if I did, this is where they would be, and I can just go click on it, and it would automatically update the VPK file that I have on my Vita. Here, I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but this is what I've been using to manage my plugins. This is how I can see what all I have currently active and going. So storage manager is the thing you had to set up before you changed to the SD2 Vita. No NPDRM is a way to bypass DRM protection for any Vita content. Pretty self-explanatory what that does. It's for like homebrews and things, backups. OSyscall 6, this is actually an incredible tool. Some of the games, so the software version that I'm on is 3.6. And some of the games, which it's an older version, the final version, I say final, Sony could put out another update. Highly unlikely they will, but final version is 3.73. So some games require your software to be at a higher version in order to play. This program spoofs those games, tricks those games into thinking that you're running a higher version of software. So you can basically play any game that came out without having to worry about not having the right firmware for it. Custom boot splash, this is how I did the DeLorean that I was talking about that I can't show you guys. This program is actually what I'm using to stream my video from Vita. Like this is what I'm doing on my Vita right now, 1-to-1, and it's the program I use to stream it, so I can record it like this. I'll probably get an auxiliary cable so I can do some audio recording down the line. I have one, just not right here with me. More DRM protection just to be safe. This unlocks more I/O operations. What that means, it enables. There was 4 cores, I believe, in the Vita, and only 3 of them were active. So this turns on the 4th core, which allows for stronger processing power. PV Shell, this is an overclocking plugin. Can use this to bump the Vita up to its maximum processing power. I think default is 222 hertz. When you fully crank it, it goes up to 500. Oh, I was wrong about what this I/O operation is. I'm not sure what that is. It's probably something that had to be installed in order for this one to be plugged in, and this is the one that actually increases the core count. All right, so that's plugins manager, or the plugins that I have active. I'm gonna go in here to just look through the list. There's 114 plugins. Each one has a little descriptor down here. I tend to do a good bit of research before I install anything, just because I don't want to put something in there that I don't know how to use. Adrenaline, this is the program that'll play PSP and PS1 games. I need to redirect my PS1 games to Adrenaline. But oh, this is actually nice. Auto boot any program. I might want to look into that, especially now that I have the program I was going to show you guys, but I'm saving. Let's see. CPU affinity, boot slash, that's the one I already have. Custom warning, that's how I changed the seizure or epilepsy. You see right there, the epilepsy warning. Download enabler, this is pretty cool. I've not messed with it because I don't really need it, but it allows you to download things directly to the Vita from the browser. The Vita has a really good internet browser. These are applications to get you, or to allow you to oh, that's kind of nice. It allows you to hook up your PS3 and PS4 controllers to your Vita. Looks like this. Let's see. Adds DualShock 4 touchpad support to PlayStation TV and Vita. That's pretty good. Let's see. DualShock motion control support for PlayStation TV. Not sure how that would. I'm sure there's some games you would use that for, maybe. Not sure. Take a snapshot of the RAM. That's pretty helpful in case you're really tinkering around. You can break your console if you're not careful. So having something like that's pretty helpful. Or if you just tweak something and don't know what you did and need a point in time to fail back to, that's really nice. I've actually got something like that counts the frames. When I go into some games later, I'll put that on. It's funny. It's like a little PC thing. This is cool. I may actually install this. It's FTP everywhere. One of the ways that you can move files to and from the Vita in your PC is a FTP. I forget what it stands for, file transfer protocol or something. It just means if you've got both devices on the same network, you can transfer files over that network without having to connect it. So it's great when you don't have a cord or something like that. But obviously, doing a direct connection with a USB is faster. In order to do the FTP, however, you have to be inside a Vita shell and kind of have to like sit at that screen. You can run it in the background and continue about your day doing things, but you still have to be in Vita shell. I'm wondering if this one would allow the FTP process to continually run even if I'm not in Vita shell. I'll have to Google that, but that's usually what I'll do. I'll find something in here that piques my interest, is in line with something I've been working on, or even, oh, that seems like something I want to add, and I'll go to Google and find some forums and discussion around it. Reddit has a really good Vita hacks subreddit that has a lot of discussion. 9 times out of 10, when you run into an issue, someone else has already had it, and there's already been extensive conversations about it online. It's just a matter of being able to find the person that worded your issue the same exact way that you would, and from there, solving that problem and then moving on to whatever the next one is. That's what's so much fun about hacking and messing around with this stuff to me. Let's see. This is cool. Like if you have a bunch of physical games, this is a program you can use to like pull the files off of the cartridge and save them to an SD card, and then you can just play from it that way. That way you don't have to carry around your cartridges. I'm not sure what this means. A plugin that prevents games from disabling net features. But if I'm reading that and processing it and understanding it correctly, in my head, it sounds like this keeps online active. I don't know if this like creates a peer-to-peer hosting protocol. I don't know what it does, but if that's what it does, that's pretty cool, because that'll keep online games for the Vita alive for indefinitely. There's a lot of Vita games that have multiplayer trophies that there's completionists out there that once they start playing a game, they want to get the platinum, and in order to do that, sometimes they have to get goofy multiplayer trophies. And it's often for games that don't even make sense that they have multiplayer or trophies attached to a multiplayer, but it's nice to be able to load it up and open up a lobby and have someone else or some other people, depending on what the trophies are, hop in a lobby and everybody kind of boost and help each other get the trophies. But if the net features are disabled and you can't have that peer-to-peer connection where the host is actually one of the players, not something paid for by the devs or whoever made the game, those trophies become inaccessible. It's unattainable, no way to get them, and it ultimately prevents some people from playing a game entirely because they can't get a platinum in it. So if that's what this does, that's a really cool. I'm gonna need to Google that one. This guy, how do you say it? His name is he's Italian. Renegadamonte, I believe is how you're supposed to say that. Anyhow, he is one of the top devs. Him and Flo. Anything I see by those two guys, like this is probably pretty good, but I already have something for it. Anything I see by those two guys, I'm much more likely to download. So this is a kernel mod needed to play Max Payne. I've not yet attempted to get the Grand Theft Autos and Max Payne games running on here. Kind of working on the more basic stuff first, but I will be back here, I'm sure, once I start looking through some tutorials on how to do that. Lolicon is a older overclocking tool. When I was doing my research on which one to use, I was told that this one is old and outdated and to use something different. Oh, another thing to point out. The little green dot over here is an indicator. As I'm scrolling through here, you'll see it every now and then, but it's an indicator of which applications I have already installed. No lock screen, I definitely put that one on. There's a stupid like little swipe thing that you're supposed to do anytime you unlock the Vita, but I turned that off. All I have to do is click it now thanks to this app. These are the DRM workarounds. Another overclock app. There's lots of those. This is the one I went with. I'll show you these. There's 3 different GUI modes. I'll show you those when I back out of the... This is an older program you used to need in order to play games that didn't decrypt properly, but it's been replaced by that first application we talked about. Remap Psv, this is pretty cool. You can remap every button on your Vita, including the rear touch zones, and you can like put them on the start and select buttons, which are in a better spot. I really wish another flaw with this Vita is they didn't put trigger buttons. They've got these touchpads in the back, which I did play a game last night that was the first one I've ever played that actually utilized those touch buttons well. Little Deviants, it's like a bunch of little mini games. It's kind of like a tech demo for the Vita. It was one of the first games to come out. I remember getting it for free with the Vita that I was given when I was working at GameStop way back then. Did my show start up? Oh, I can't show the startup. No, unfortunately. I was talking about that earlier. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. The custom startup that I made, I can't record it on the computer because in order for this thing to record what's happening, it has to recognize a turned on Vita. And that startup, the boot that you're talking about doesn't come before the computer recognizes the Vita, unfortunately, so I can't record it. More to come on that. But anyhow, these remapping tools are super cool. I've not done it yet. I would like to remap some of the touch buttons on the back to the front touch, because one game I played, Helldivers, has the sprint button is actually a touch on the front pad right beside the right analog. It's really nice, and I wouldn't mind having other, I'm putting it in air quotes, buttons reassigned to touch zones on the screen, which I believe that's what that is. Rescaler, this lets some games run at non-native resolutions, so you can bump up the resolution of some of the games to make them look a little sharper. I've already got something like that. I don't know, maybe I should look into this one. I think I may already have, and Vita Graphics was the one I was told to use. Skype. I don't know if that one still works. I would be extremely curious about it. That'd be neat to have Skype running on this thing. I don't really know anybody that uses it, but it's more or less the novelty of the thing. More remapping. It's interesting. I need to download one of those. I should probably do it. Shellbat. This is another oversight by Sony. They didn't include a way for users to display the actual battery percentage, like the number left. so the hacking community had to develop something, and there's several of them, and this was supposedly the best one. So, see, there's all the battery stuff there. This is kind of cool. It's a plugin that shows the game title and the version of the application you're running. So if you're playing a game, it'll have it popped up in the top right hand corner what you're playing. So like if you're recording gameplay. This is cool. Disable screen auto dimming. I might download that. The auto dim, it's so fast. Like it's 30 seconds maybe. I could probably change that. I just sounded really dumb. I actually have this one installed. You'll see it right here. Here. When you hold. Normally this menu is see-through, or not see-through, excuse me, but you can see everything in the back still. Oh, you can't see it. Y'all guys can't see that. Never mind. Moving on. There's basically a overlay menu you can pull up that did not have a clear background. So when you pull it up, you would it look like a completely different menu. Now it's more or less something that just kind of like drops down, and that's where you can change the brightness, the volume, some other things. There's actually a really good, I need to install that one. Where was I? This isn't where I was. No. 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 There. That's. TurboPad. This is the program I'm using to stream over USB. Control your Vita with a Wiimote. That's really funny. Let's see. MAC address spoofer. That's pretty good. Not necessary, but cool. This is neat. I don't know. I don't really do remote play much because of how bad the controls are. Like having L2R2 be a touchpad when trying to play a PS4 game that predominantly uses L2R2 for games, like such an oversight. But with that, you can remap it. So I don't know. Maybe I should try it again. Cheats on Vita games. I don't know what that does. Here's the one I have. Allows me to change FPS caps and the resolution. I cranked up a couple of the games I have in my library to 60 FPS capped. This is neat. PS Vita as a USB game controller. I'm assuming that would be on PC. You can just use it as a USB controller. Disable front touchscreen, disable rear touchpad. So if I like remap those buttons from the touchpad to the front, I could just turn them off. Anyhow, that's that is the auto plugin. Here, let me go in here though. This is where I would change my message. This is where I can edit the invisible screen that you guys couldn't see. You can change the opaqueness and stuff. Here, I'll show you. Oh. Never mind, I'm backing out of that. Okay. On to the next application. Let's take a look at the Vita Homebrew browser. Now this is going to be a lot. There's going to be some of the same stuff from where we just were, but again, these are homemade, fan-created, user-created app stores. Like, this is nuts. Give it a second to load here. Okay. So, as you can see, this is very similar, honestly, to me, to what the old PS3 store used to look like. You got a couple different categories. You got new, which includes basically things from all four categories. And I don't know how new some of these things are. Oh, they got dates. There you go. So yeah, some of these are actually really new. What is that? Can I just straight up click on that and download it? Ooh, that'd be nice. But I will go into. Wow. Hold on. Let's click on this. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so I gotta provide my own game files and my own copy of the game. I believe I have those. That might be, I might mess with that later today. Yep, Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. It's crazy that those are all running on the Vita. What they did, they ported an Android version initially. This is the story, I believe. This is what I've gathered from my research. They ported an Android version of Max Payne and then by grabbing the game files from either the Android version or um, a Max Payne version in Steam, uh, you could add those into to whatever port they did, and then it would recognize it as a legit copy and um, be able to run it on the Vita. I'm not sure, obviously there's a lot more around the tech side involved with what they did. Because look at this. This was done, those two guys I mentioned, that I was like, basically anything they do, I'll download. Just because they're like they are the guys. Uh, Renegadamante and The Flow. They're basically wizards. But alright, let's go through these. So Tropical Zone, this game's nuts. I saw a video on it. It's like a fan-made Far Cry on the Vita. I don't know how that even works. But this is a bunch of like homebrew stuff. I'm curious about this one. Should we watch that video? Here, I'll turn up the volume. It's gonna sound terrible. Sorry. Oh, error occurred. Tried to do too much. Oh well. I don't know. That's so cool that people like that. Someone just developed that specifically for this and released it last week. Attack of the lettuce munching caterpillars. Look at this. What is this? That looks very funny, actually. The Great Adventures of Ned Mapagamahal. You're a wizard. Dude, I've been given a rundown. I'm probably gonna move this video over to YouTube, I guess. There's been a lot of discussion around this, what's happening on this Vita. So these are all fan-made games I'm looking at right now, Brad. It seems like an RPG. I don't know. I don't. Connect 4. Okay. Ports. So I already showed you the Grand Theft Auto and Max Payne, which, like I said, I'm probably gonna work on those later. I really want to try and get those playing on here. But Celeste is a. Oh, dude, I love indie games. I love them. They're probably one of my favorite things. You're just in time though, Brad. I've not shown off the coolest thing. I was saving it. Um, I'm just showing off some of the applications here. This is like a legit app store that is fan made, user created. This to me looks every bit as good as the PS3 store did. But anyhow, Celeste was a game that. Oh, you have been here a long time. Okay, cool. Glad to hear that. Um, Celeste is a game that was first developed. Well, it's a big platformer now. It's on Steam. It's on PS4. I believe it's on the Xbox. It's on PC. Oh, I said that already. Steam. It's on Switch. I own it on the Switch. But initially, it was created for this system called a Pico, which is like a 8-bit gaming system that someone built into a virtual machine. It was open source. Anybody could develop little 8-bit games for it. And this guy made a platformer, Celeste, um, for it, which then he ported it over to like a Game Boy Advance or a 3DS or something, and then it got picked up as like an official release, in all the stores, and it got a little more shine to it. But someone ported the initial version that he created in that virtual machine gaming system called the Pico 8, and that's what that is right there. Five Nights at Freddy's. This is like a multiplayer game, I think. It's kind of like hide and seek. I don't know. I've never played it, but the fact that there's one that's running on the Vita is insane. Grand Theft Autos. I'm not sure what these are. Sonic 1 and 2. Let's see. Anything else? I don't know if I recognize anything else down here. Wolfenstein. There is a. Oh, is this Cave Story? That looks like the guy from Cave Story. There is a Doom port. Super Mario War. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious about that game, Brad. Super Mario War. I wish. I don't know. Let's click on it. I don't know if it has. Does this have online? Oh, look, it's by Renegade. Let's download that. It's a multiplayer game. I don't know if it has like online lobbies or if you have to create one and have friends, but is it a TV show or is it strictly a game? Anyhow, look how simple that is. You click on it, boom, we're downloading. The normal process of what I would have to do to install this game. I would go online, find a VPK file on GitHub, download it, and then I would have to connect my Vita to my computer through either a file transfer protocol, same network transferring, or through USB. I would need to then insert the VPK file into the UXO folder of the Vita, then disconnect, then go into Vita shell, into the UXO, run that VPK, install it. Whereas this, all I had to do was click on a button. Seems to be taking it a minute though. Main reason I decided to download this is because it's by the guy I've been talking about this whole time. Renegadamante. There we go. It's like Rigoletto. It's a pretty good movie. Dang, it's taking a minute. This is taking a minute. This is a bigger file than I anticipated. I already wish that I had gone with a 512 gig. I done goofed, boy. It's kind of weird that I can stream my Vita, though. Oh, yeah, Pi Day. Oh, pancakes, it's Pi Day. We're gonna have to go get a pie. Okay, I downloaded it. I'm gonna go back to looking through some more of these. These are like all old PC games. Another Metroid remake. Vita Quake. That probably has online. Vita Doom. Okay, Brad, I'm gonna show you a game here in a minute. I was trying to get this to run yesterday. I did get it up and running, but I did not get my N64 games moved over. That's the one. It's by Renegadamante, man. Maybe I should give it a shot. What pie are you going to have today, Brad? Pizza pie. Oh, that's a good one. Curveball. Swerving on me. Skirt. Hmm. Notepad. So look at that, man. You can get in there and like literally. I did some uh some code line editing when I was doing my mods, which felt really weird to do on a Vita. It was really weird. Notepad plus plus. That's how these guys are making homebrew games. They're using those right there. Okay. Now let's. I'm gonna show off some games. Oh, here's the overlay I was talking about. You can't really see it because the Wi-Fi signal's up there, but that's a 60 showing I'm running 60 frames per second right now. Which, yay, I'm at the menu, you know. I had pancakes for dinner last night. Dang it. You see, I've got my CPU clocked at 500, but look, you can boom, 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 boom. 41. Wow, you can really turn that shit down. Yeah. Okay. Let me. So the way to pull this up and to change it is select up and down. Well, select, yeah. There, we got a little FPS counter. We'll keep that up for a minute. That's kind of cool, right? Ken Griffey? Oh, you want to see Ken Griffey? No, I was going to show off. First of all, this game right here is incredible. Nuclear Throne. It's a dual stick roguelike game. This one is co-op, cross-plat, PS4 to Vita. But look, look, look. You remember this? Little Windjammers? Little Windjammy Jams? Now, I want to show this game off. This is like supposed to be, from what I've seen, yeah, dude, Windjammers. From what I've seen, this is like one of the most graphically impressive games. We're going to take a look at it. I used to play the ever living crap out of Killzone 1 and 2 on the PS2. They had a bot mode. They had a bot mode where, you could just get into a team deathmatch against bots, which was fantastic for a guy that had two sisters. What's that at 98%? I don't like that. What is that? Oh, it's because I'm not overclocked. Okay. I'm just going to keep the FPS counter up there. That's better. You see the 60? Okay. Killzone. What? Auto connect. Ooh, I got over 62 FPS right there. Did you read all that? Because I did. Here, I'll turn the volume up a little. Sorry I don't have an auxiliary cord. Hang on, I'm gonna look for an auxiliary cord. No. Wait, you can hear the game audio? I was just holding it right by the... Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find one. I swear I bought one for something. Oh, I know what for. It's for my audio. I did buy one. I do have one, but I'm using it for my speaker. So yeah, we'll just go from here. Okay. Let's see if anybody's playing. Oh my god, am I joining a game? No way, right? That'd be really crazy. I've not played Killzone on the PSP yet. Okay, it's just me. We'll give it just a second. If I don't get anybody, I'll put a bot game on. On one of the Vita forums, I saw they play this game on Mondays, so I might try to play tomorrow. Just be online. Didn't we play some Killzone together? I'm gonna go to a bot game. Actually, no. Let's start the campaign.
Vanguard system online. Touch to initiate security scan.
60 FPS. Oh, I've got to touch it. Oh my god. Look at that.
Scan complete.
It just scanned my fingerprint.
Aaron Banner. Historical archive accessed.
Cool.
The origins of the battle for Vector reached
Man, I
back
loved
centuries.
Killzone.
An idyllic, Earth-like world. The colony grew powerful and prosperous, but when its settlers asserted their independence from colonial rule, a bloody conflict followed.
Bang.
Earth crushed the rebellion and seized control of Vector, driving the rebels into exile on the harsh mining world of Helgen. Those who survived grew stronger, while nursing a burning sense of injustice until a charismatic leader seized power. Visari forged them into a nation, the Helghast, asserting their
Helghast.
superiority and their right to Vecta. The Vectans reached out to the Helghast through diplomacy. The Helghast response was a devastating surprise attack on Vecta. Its defensive forces were quickly overrun as the Helghast swept through the south, advancing on the strategic city of Diortum. The commander in the south has tasked the infamous Colonel Kratek with crushing ISA resistance here.
What was rightfully ours will be ours again. Nothing can deny us an historic victory.
Admiral Diortum, but is
I'm here. I'm just letting the history lesson go.
Hard-ass sons of bitches like you. Good to have you back on the payroll. One man's cause is another man's
I accidentally
grievance.
muted, sorry.
Either way, it's a chance to make money.
Dude, I just realized I completely forgot that there was something I wanted to show you before I got into gameplay. It's okay.
Going in at the deep
We'll play
end.
this first level.
No time for introduction, so I'm pairing you up with Ivanov. Hey, Danner. Always a pleasure. And this time we get to kick the higgs out of my backyard. Here's where you start. The ISA got a lead on their missing commander from the ambassador on Helgen. They have me under surveillance, but an informant got through to the embassy. Admiral Gray is still alive.
Look at those graphics, dude.
Kratek's center of operations. I know Kratek. He'll kill her as soon as he has what he wants.
This is a handheld game,
Gray's more
lest we forget.
She heads up the weapons research facility in Diortum, which the Higgs just ransacked. The ISA want her out of Kratek's hands before she can talk. She's being held somewhere inside the former halls of justice. We have the plans, but it's too heavily fortified for a frontal assault. So you'll glide suit to the roof of the building and infiltrate from there. You'll have to get inside the security center to locate the Admiral, but it's heavily reinforced. Demo charges should crack it open, but that's gonna draw reinforcements, so be ready. Maybe we can try smoking them out instead. Either way, once you locate the Admiral, you have to escort her out. I'll evac you by intruder. The ISA's paying us big bucks, gentlemen. Time to show you're worth it.
I heard reinforcements.
Let's keep moving.
Dude, look at this game. Are you kidding?
Damn place is crawling with death. I think we lost him on the floor below. Watch out!
Well, I'm catching myself looking at my computer screen rather than my...
This way! Gotta get to the jump point on the top floor.
That's gotta be fixed. Crank it up. Wait, how do I get... I get it to do anything? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's... Come on, get it. It's only letting me do it with a touch screen. Okay. That's weird. Turn the subtitles on, man. Always. I'm gonna turn the music down a titch. Alright. Wait, visual preferences. Hold up. Gore on? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Sorry. Back at it.
I hear movement on the other side.
Dude, this looks nuts. Wow.
Slick as always, man. Slice the hig bastard good. Come on, keep moving. Company! Open fire!
I can't believe how good this game looks.
More incoming! Clear! Grab their ammo. Shit costs money, right?
Oh, I sprinted somehow. How did I sprint? How did I sprint? Oh, there it is.
Come on,
Nice.
man, climb up.
Where?
Let's get this show on the road.
What? Oh. Okay, so I can either hit triangle or touchscreen. That's cool.
Come on, man, climb
Certain
up.
times I'd rather hit.
Let's get this show on the road.
Look at that.
That's one of
You see the pistol icon there?
new weapons and ammo there.
That's how you swap weapons. That's the touchscreen. That's where the sprint button for Helldivers is, and it's just to the left of the right analog stick, if that makes sense.
Let's keep moving.
Little skips, little skips. It's probably something. I'm down to 31.
Ready, man, dig in.
Oh, take cover, take cover.
Here they come. Let them have it.
All right. Ooh, I'm all over the place. Tap circle to sprint. Did it say that to me and I missed it? I love the little chime when you kill somebody.
Nice shoot.
Super satisfying.
That's the last. On me. I'll boost you up. Okay, we're out of here.
This probably sounds real good with headphones. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Feeling squirrely. You kidding me, dude? This is a handheld game. Are you watching this? This is a game from 2011 or something, too, dude. 2012, maybe. crazy. It's maintaining over 30 FPS.
Quiet. Scanners are now on.
Oh, got a radar now.
Big officer. Hold your fire. He may have valuable intel. You should interrogate him. Melee him from behind. Nothing to report.
Did you just say melee him? Oopsies. That's that touch screen's tough.
Guess that works too.
I didn't interrogate him. I was supposed to interrogate him. Ow. That guy's melting me. Suck it. Dude, this is nuts. Listen to that music. Headshot. Ow. I haven't played a first-person shooter in a long time. This is good, though. This guy on his turret. Little bitch. Oh, are you Danny? Are you suppressing fire, Danny? Eat it. Eat it.
I'll follow you.
There we go.
Get to the door and
Oh,
save the
give me all your ammo.
I'll cover you. That's gonna bring down some heat.
Oops. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't realize. I didn't realize there was a heat mechanic. We're in trouble. Oh, well, that didn't take long. Where'd that come from? Did I just fall out right there? Wow. Oh god! Suck it. Dude, the AI in this game is better than some games I've played recently, it seems. That guy ran to cover. Look at him throwing frags at me. Ow! Is the audio still okay? Oh god, no. I brought more heat. I'm out here scavenging. I'm out here dying for the loot. Where am I supposed to go? Probably that giant gold icon. Need I remind you, this is a mobile game. Look at it! Are you kidding? This looks like a PS3 game, dude, honestly. Like, that guy's like a Division .5 character. He's an alpha build Division character. His combat boots, a couple of attachis, extended mags, silencer, on a FAMAS. He found some cool sunglasses. Can I not go? Is there a way to melee? This is some freaking mobile game. Oh, I found him.
Never thought I'd be this glad to see him. Thanks.
Look how good this looks. Alright. Can I give him a gun? Like, Dude needs a gun. Let's go this way. Yeah, I did. Well, look at that. You can disable those cameras. That makes things nice. How do I get in there? Oh. Whoa. Touchscreen.
Okay, now get clear.
Oh, I wasn't very clear. Defend the security center. Oh god, it's about to go down. I just want to get to a save point, you know?
Cover me while I find the Admiral.
I can't believe this. This is...
Outside again. Keep on.
I need to look up what year this came out. Oh no. Sorry guys, game crashed. I muted. Volume went nuts. 1 second. Restarting in safe mode. I wish I could show y'all my startup though, man. It's so cool. I'm gonna find a way to film it. I'll post a tweet about it. I'm trying to get things working again. Hang on. I wonder if it saved. But that's okay. It gives me an opportunity to show off what I was going to show off. First of all, look at this, Brad. There's a Hitman game. I think it's like a strategy game. Excited to try it. I almost bought it on PC a couple times because it's like it pops up for like $1. Oh, Super Mario War. There it is. It installed. I'll play that in just a second. But this is what I wanted to show you. Hexflow Launcher. I woke up about 7 o'clock today, early. And this is what I worked on the first hour and a half of the morning after I took the dog out. So, hold. This is just a really, really cool view for when I want to go through my library. So I had to download individually each one of these cover arts. But these are all my Vita games. This is, I don't have this game. This is something that was necessary for the hack. It's a demo. I'm not sure how these guys do it. They're wizards, man. He used an exploit in this Bitter Smile demo that was I don't think it's on PSN anymore. I'm sure they took it down, but he used an exploit in it, and that's how I was able to mod the Vita. But anyhow, so I installed a bunch of my backups. Deathmark is a cool looking game. Broken Age, Day of the Tentacle, they're both point and click adventures. Excited to play those. It's like something I can just play, in bed while I'm chilling. Side scroller, not really sure, just looked cool. This is one I bought a couple years ago at this point. I've had this game a long time. It was a thing that I decided to pick up on an impulse buy on one of the PSN sales, because it was crossplay. I wanted to experience, you could crossplay, cross save, so I could play on the PS4 on my big TV, play on my Vita on the go, and my save would be the same, so I could like continue my progress. Say I wanted to watch a show, I could just hop over on the Vita, continue playing, have a show on in the background. I don't know, I like the idea of it, but I've never played it. It's one of the top rated point and click adventures on the Vita though, and there's a lot of them. There's like 1,400 games for this system. It's insane. Dragon's Crown. This one is another one that's crossplay. Side scroll beat 'em up to 4 players, I think. I've wanted to play that game for years, but never have. So this is going to be my opportunity. FIFA 15, I am a sucker, have always been a sucker for sports games. There's not very many sports titles on the Vita, unfortunately. There was never an NBA 2K. I'm pretty sad about it. The 2K games are, they're hit or miss, but it's fun to have a good basketball game. I don't know, hate me. So I downloaded FIFA. I've not tried it yet. I'm gonna try it. Flow, cool game. I remember it from the PS3. Haven't played the Vita version yet. Flower, same thing. Full Throttle, another point and click. Gunslugs. I love my indie games. Oftentimes when I'm streaming, I'll be playing an indie game. I don't know. I just have a soft spot for indie games. They're my favorite. It's what I grew up playing. I probably spent the most time in my childhood playing Game Boy games, so that's where my affinity for indies came from, probably. Just side-scroll, Metroidvania-style games, Wario-style games. Just, I love them. Gunslugs is something like that. Helldivers, awesome game. Me and my buddy just found it. Well, I guess we didn't just find it. I do recall a couple years back trying to get some friends to play it with me. Just because I was doing some traveling and I had done a lot of research at the time to figure out what games were cross-play, so I could play with them on the Vita while on the go and they're at home on their PS4s. I liked the idea of it. We never really did it, but because no one took the bait to play Helldivers with me. But me and my buddy recently started playing. I think it's cool. It records your enlist date, and shows like the first day you started playing, which is really neat. We started playing in I think the 4th of this month, so not very long. But man, it is a blast. Co-op game. Unlike anything I've ever played, dual stick shooter, but it's got a really cool mechanic for calling in air support. Hitman Go, I believe this is like a strategy chess type game. I am going to play this at some point. It's I don't know. It's a game I like I said, I've come real close to buying on Vita several times. Hotline Miami 1 and 2. I have these games on PC. Haven't played them yet. Killzone, we were just playing. It crashed. I'm sad that crashed. That was a really cool level. Limbo. Little Deviants. Super cool game. Little Big Planet. Luminous. Mercenary Kings. I think that's another one of those cross-platform ones. Muramasa side-scroll beat 'em up. Awesome. Nuclear Throne, roguelike twin stick, really cool. Ollie Ollie and Ollie Ollie 2 are skateboarding side scroller platform games. Odin Sphere, I can't remember why I downloaded that one. It's got anime girls on it. I don't know why. That was a game I always wanted to play on the PS3. I don't know. I'll probably wind up deleting that. Papers, Please. It's supposed to be a cool game. Never played it. Seen it on a lot of top 10 indie game lists, but never really appealed to me in those lists. But I decided I'm gonna give it a shot. Ratchet and Clank, love it. Rayman Legends, awesome game. Origins, awesome. Look at this background. Does that not match my Vita so well? Retro City Rampage DX. That's like the original Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, but like better. Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain. This is a really cool roguelike game that you can play with 4 people, and it is cross-platform, so PS4 and Vita. I've not played it, but it's one of those games where the more you progress, kind of like Dead Cells, the more you progress, the stronger your character is because you get better items and you can synergize yourself. Rocket Birds, really cool side scroller. Rogue Legacy. I've played this on my stream before, but on PC. Very fun game. I didn't know it existed on the Vita. Had to get it when I saw that it did. Salt and Sanctuary, another one I've had my eye on PC for a long time. Feels like it's a better mobile game. I also had this on my wish list on my Switch for a while, but I've got a lot of games on my Switch, so decided to get it to play here. Plus I can get trophies. I love that I can get trophies in all these. This is great. Shakedown Hawaii, cool Grand Theft Auto 1, 2 style game. Shantae, I forget the full half Genie Hero. This is a cool platformer. I think Pancakes owns this one on her Switch. Maybe not this game. At least one of them. Anyhow, been around since the Game Boy Advanced era. Shovel Knight, super cool game. I have it on the PS4. Haven't actually opened it. Mine's still in plastic. I don't know that it's worth anything, but I like the idea of it still being in plastic. So I'm gonna play it on the Vita. Sir Eats a Lot. Saw this suggested in a thread on Reddit. Figured I'd give it a shot. Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed, aka Mario Kart on the Vita. Really fun. Haven't played this one, but I played the one that came out on the 360, and this is a port of the one that was on the PS3 and Xbox 360. Spelunky. Tried this game out on my PC, was awful. Refunded it on Twitch. I did a short stream of it, actually, of the 1 hour of gameplay I did. As long as you return a game in the first 2 weeks of purchasing it and under 2 hours of gameplay, Steam will refund you. So I was able to get a full refund, but I streamed my hour of gameplay on this, and it was frustrating. I didn't feel like the hitboxes were correct. The whip, I don't know. It seemed weird. I am going to give it another shot on the Vita. I feel like it's a better place to do that. Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. This is a game that I have wanted to play since 2003. but I never bought it. I never was able to get it. I think it was rated M. Way back then, and I was 15 at the time. And I was a good boy. I didn't buy M-rated games. I'm just kidding. The first M-rated game I did buy was Devil May Cry. I was 15. But I just never bought this one. I don't know. There were better games or other games I wanted to spend my money on at the time. I'm excited to play it. Glad it's on the Vita so I can play it on the go or, in bed or on the couch while watching a TV show. It's my favorite. That's what I love about mobile games. That's why I played so much of a Game Boy when I was a kid. I would just go sit in a treehouse with my neighbor and we would play our Game Boy games, pass them back and forth. So mobile games are really, they got a special place in my heart. Super Meat Boy, I love platformers. This is a platformer that I have come close to purchasing time and time again. Never have. Figured why not play it on the Vita? It's supposed to be extremely frustrating. I'm glad that there's some trophies attached to it. Looking forward to playing that one. Tearaway. This is one of the highest rated games on the Vita. It utilizes all of the functions of the Vita, so the front screen, touch screen, the back touch, the front camera, back camera, probably the AR stuff. I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to playing that one. I don't know. It's just gotten really good reviews. I may watch a review video of it later just to get an idea of more what it is, but it looks pretty cool to me. Tetris, what do you need to say? Binding of Isaac, I love roguelike games. This is one of them. I've never bought it. The grotesqueness of it kind of turns me off. I don't know. I figured I'd give it a shot on the Vita. So we'll see how it goes. Wolf Among Us, supposed to be a really fun, well, not fun, but good story. This is the first season. And I think there was only one season, right? I don't know. Maybe not. There might be some DLC for that. That'd be cool. Uncanny Valley, saw this on a review list. Figured to give it a shot. Undertale, I bought this before I went out to California once for work. And only played it for about an hour or so on the flight. Wound up messing around with some music on my phone instead. Unit 13, this is one of the top rated games for the Vita. It's a shooter. I think it's a tactical shooter. I'm not sure. Might be isometric. If it's isometric, I'm going to be in love with it. I love isometric games. Valhalla, this game is also on a lot of indie lists. Funny thing though, when I went to download it, it gave me a parental warning. It was this thing is parental warning 10. I had to change the parental stuff on my Vita in order for this game to download. So I don't know what it's about. I think you're a bartender, and it's just, I don't know, you're talking through helping people through conversations, navigating conversations, a social game. I don't know. Heard good things. Gonna give it a shot. Virtua Tennis 4. This game is awesome. It was the first one I played when I started getting back into my Vita. Love it. Really, really, really fun tennis game. Volgar the Viking. Another game I saw on a review list that looks really cool. I don't know. It's like a throwback to an 80s game, but with fun-looking combat. Windjammers, really fun, air quotes, competitive game. Anyhow, so I forgot to show off some of the things before I went through all my games. You can change the presentation of this at any time by hitting View. If you see circle right there, you hit View. This puts it into a 2D mode. I kind of like this. I'm not gonna lie, because you can see what's ahead, what's behind. It does a cool little reflection thing. I don't know. That's neat. This one you get a little bit better of a view of the artwork. I had to download individually each one of these cases, by the way. When you hit triangle and you go to details, download cover, there's no way to do download everything at once like some programs. RetroArch has a way to do that, which I cannot figure out how to get thumbnails for my games in RetroArch. It's blowing my mind. But anyhow, excuse me. I had to go through each and every one of these. There's only 59, and download these cover arts in order for this program to display them like this. Let's see. Keep going through categories. Let's see. No, view. This one kind of puts the game to the forefront. I do like it, but I don't like that I can't see what we've gone past without going back. This is kind of cool. I wish it was a little bit bigger. If this one had the size of the game we just had with these other ones in the back, I think it'd be a winning combination, but I do like the way that looks, actually. Ooh. It's got a nice little slide to it, too. I don't know. That might be the winner. Okay, it's just the inverse of the one I was using. I don't know. I think I like them turned out. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. You can access, like, I can change the categories here. I don't know why my PSP games and Vita games, or not Vita, PS1 games aren't showing up here. I probably got to put those in a separate file, but you can access all your other stuff from this GUI. Like your apps and stuff. I don't know, it's not. I wish there was a way to separate the applications. Then I would probably just boot into this. I don't know, that's an ugly picture there. I'm going to show off Adrenaline now. This is how you play. Nope, close it. You know, I probably need to do some tweaking on that hex flow in order for it to boot. Adrenaline. Oh, I'm so sad that Killzone crashed. That game was super cool, man. Unbelievable that that's... Look at that menu. Doesn't that remind you of last generation? Or, God, we're 2 generations away. Or, yeah. 2 generations ago was when the PS3 was... doing its thing. Okay, so you come down here to memory stick. I only have 64 gigs left. I should have gone with a 400 gig. I'm gonna have to look at I'm gonna have to upgrade that. The PSP really was ahead of its time, but anyhow, the Vita has like a fully functioning PSP architecture in it, so you can play any PSP games you have. Some of these, I don't know if it's any of the ones I have, but they play in a higher resolution. This game, I played some of this last night. This is incredible. I'm going to show it off. I'm going to play some of this game. Also because it's fun. I love tennis games, always have. The best tennis game I've ever played. I love Clap Hands too. I fell in love with them Hot Shots Golf on the PlayStation 1. Anyhow, the best tennis game I've ever played. Let me turn this down a little. I guess I can continue. Was Mario Tennis? Is that what it was? Mario Tennis? On the Game Boy Color. Holy crap. It was like an RPG. It was like a little Pokemon game, but whenever you would have a fight, air quotes, rather than go into a menu and throw Pokemon attacks at them, your on a tennis court and you're playing them. Super, super, super fun. Anyhow, look how good this game looks. This is a PSP game. This came out like over 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. Dang, yeah, we want the power. We want the power. Look at this game, man. This is nuts. Granted, I may have actually up-resed this. Or it may automatically be running in double resolution because the Vita is natively double the resolution of what the PSP was, I believe. Could be wrong about that. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. Wait, what did that just say? Use the directional buttons to determine shot direction. Get into position ahead of time properly to receive the ball. The mechanic for this tennis game is weird, but it's pretty cool. I was struggling with it last night, which made me just keep playing it over and over again. There it is. There's like a little box that forms, and that's where you can hit it. You'll see. Got a real bad habit of looking at the computer screen rather than my Vita. There's not very much lag, actually. Hang on, let me see here. Oh, there isn't any lag. Cool. Fault. Oh, I suck. I'm real bad, actually. Oh, yes. No. So square isn't a hit. I'll never understand it. A little fakey right there. Suck it. Suck it. Let's go. Is that music too loud? Turtle. No, I missed. That was a bad serve. She was charged up back there waiting on it. No. Wait, did I just put spin on it? Does that put spin on it? Hold on. Is that just a placebo effect? I don't know. I feel like R1 and L1 was doing something. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, that's definitely hitting it better. Suck it! Is it like a turbo button? What's happening? Oh, she got me. I wonder if I can turn that music down. It's loud. No option to turn music down. Oh, I forgot to hit the button. Whoops. Man, I'm so bad. Suck it. Suck it. This is a smash ace. We're gonna watch that. In your face! In your face! Yeah, that's what's up. Ooh, good one. No. Yes. So this is even older than the Vita game. I can't believe it. I mean, this game's like 15 years old at least. No. Maybe not at least. Let's see, 15 years ago was 2006. I'll look it up. Oh, she return aced me. I'm so bad. Look at her trying to be all nice. She's a killer. Cold-blooded killer. Oh, got it. Oh my god. She let that happen. I'm gonna try and ace her down the middle. Okay, that didn't work out, boys. Fault, look at the red. Yes. No, yes. Yes! Oh, I got a lot of coming back to do. Oh, that felt good. Oh, I meant to hit Y and I didn't hit anything. That ball just pegged me. Ooh, okay, okay. I'm getting the hang of it. After she whoops my ass, I'm gonna show you Virtua Tennis, a Vita tennis game, and you'll see the difference. That felt good, even though I was turtly on it. Damn it! Oh, she made me eat it. Okay. I'm just gonna go play Virtua Tennis. That wasn't going well. I'm gonna go do it this way. Is there anything else that you guys want to see on a hacked Vita? I don't know. If not, this is gonna be my last. I'm just gonna play a little bit of this and then. Singles, normal, yeah. What are these gold ones? Look at those guys. Look at that, Sir, Venus Williams. I'm gonna be. Let's be Djokovic. And let's crush Andy Roddick. The tennis in this one's a little bit easier, I think. Look at this, dude. Look at this. It's a PSP game. Or PS Vita, excuse me. Not PSP. This is a PS Vita game. The last tennis game was a Vita game. Oh, come on. You're supposed to be good at ground strokes. Oh. Oh no, I'm not any good at tennis games. Oh, anyhow, what I was saying. So that Mario tennis game was my favorite because you could challenge people and like your challenges were on the court. Look at this, look at these graphics. That game I was just playing, Hot Shots, has a mode that is like that. So I am pumped to play it. Slice? Oh God. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the top spin shot? Found it. What a volley. Oh no. He got me. Oh, dude, he set me up and murdered me. I stood no chance. Fault, huh? Okay. That's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. I want to smash. No! Roddick just destroyed me. Andy freaking Roddick. Ow. He just pegged me. Where's this ground stroke game this guy's supposed to be good for? Maybe I'm not hitting the right buttons. Like, why am I popping everything up? Oh, good God. Damn. I'm so bad. Yeah, good match, good match. We outie. I'm so bad. Okay, last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check out Super Mario War. Let's give it a shot. See if I can get into a match. Oh, look at this. It's like the battle stage. Ooh. Wonder if there's a way to turn on. How do you do online? I don't know what's going on. I may just need to play bots, I guess. I'm Pikachu. Capture the flag. Alright, we're just gonna do classic. Alright, here we go. Oh, there I am, Pikachu. Oh my god. Give me that. Oh, he killed me. I'm so bad. Graphics extra, what? Look at that, hold on. Look at this, I got like a mouse. It's crazy. Huh. It's kind of crazy. I don't know how to take that off. Alright, well, I think that's gonna do it for me. I'm a little hungry. Gonna go find some food. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be around later. Tune in.